My friend I was with this weekend, and she was telling me that she loves to fold laundry. So she went to her local dry cleaner, and she was telling the woman there, this would be my dream job. And the woman looked at her and goes, do you want to work here? And she's just working there like 2 days a week for like half days just for fun. Like not for the money, like just to genuinely, cause it's something she enjoys doing. And it got me thinking, I don't have like hobbies. Do you?
No,
Do you have hobbies?
I have a ridiculous amount of hobbies. I have a stupid amount of hobbies.
Well, why don't you just brag about it, okay?
Yeah.
What did young Ryan want to be when he grew up?
I have an easy answer to that. Young Ryan wanted to be a marine biologist.
Stop it, little Ryan in Florida. What made you want to be a marine biologist?
There's an origin to it. I mean, I grew up in Florida, so right by the ocean, always on the ocean. Specifically, my grandmother, my mom's mom, her name is Carol. She volunteered for like, I think 20 years, essentially my entire life. It's a turtle rehab, but they also do other things there. It's called Gumbo Limbo. It's in Boca Raton, Florida. I don't know, it was cool. I just liked that. I liked sharks. I had an obsession with the movie Jaws when I was like way too young and probably shouldn't have seen Jaws, but I just loved Jaws. So that made me love sharks. So I think a combination of those two, made me be like, oh yeah, I want to work with marine animals in the future.
When you went to, because you and I were just recently talking about Cape Cod, because you were giving me some recommendations and how I'm going to be going there soon. Did you ever go to like where Jaws was filmed? Because isn't it right off there?
I don't know if did they actually film? I assume they filmed it like around there. I think I was probably too young to like care about going to like the filming sites.
You're like little baby Ryan, like just trying to take in this beautiful vacation with your family, not realizing that like where you're walking by is where your favorite movie was.
Yeah, it was. Okay, I quickly looked it up. It was filmed in Martha's Vineyard. I did know that great white sharks are like common in the area. So like every time I was there, I'm like, oh my God, I want to see great white shark. Oh my God, I want to see great white shark.
Would you ever go shark diving, like in those cages in South Africa with a great white shark?
Modern me, probably not. I kind of lost interest in that. I got to go shark tagging once, which was like a childhood. So that was first off, that's a childhood dream come true that I actually got to do when I was in high school. Shark tagging. So to track like population migration of different animals, specifically sea animals, specifically sharks, they will literally like they'll fish sharks, like big ass sharks, bring them on a boat.
Big ass shark.
No, like the one when we went, I think we grabbed a 10-foot bull shark. There's two guys, massive. This is at University of Miami. I was in high school. We were partnered with the University of Miami. Two huge guys, ripped, like 6'8", like massive guys. They have one job to like strap the shark down. Just hold on to the shark.
That's like the biggest job there is.
Yes, their job was hold the shark. So then,
oh my God, I can't.
Then there was a bunch of different jobs, and we were high school students, so we kind of like would rotate. So like essentially, like one person had to like stuff a tube down their mouth and they would pump water because that's what they breathe. That's what they breathe. I remember my job was just splashing water on them from the ocean so that their skin wouldn't like dehydrate. And anyway, so then you
no, I'm sorry, we have to back it up, okay? Your job, okay? You're acting like I just had the job. Like they gave that to you, like little like high school Ryan, but mind you, you probably had a mustache. So like, does this kid like, is he like the TA at University of Miami again, like being like so mature as you are? But like they gave you a big job. Like he had like that keeps the shark like alive.
Yeah. I mean, everyone kind of recycled the jobs, which is fun. But then anyways, and then then they hammered in, and then you would literally physically hammer in like a tag, and then there's websites you can track it. Like a lot of great white sharks nowadays have GPSs on them, so you can literally just track and see them where they are.
It's so wild that is the case, but then there still are like shark attacks because
shark attacks are so rare. They're ridiculously rare.
But the thing about it is like when you do hear about one though, it like I feel like sets off like the trigger of the algorithm, and then you start seeing like this happened. Like I'm just telling you right now, I am likely probably not going to go swimming. First of all, I keep seeing on Reddit threads, let's just talk about this really quickly. When I'm searching like what to do in Cape Cod, they're like, first of all, it's not in Cape Cod, you're on Cape Cod, or like it's one of the other.
Welcome to Reddit. Yeah, that's Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like these people, it's like absolutely kills me, like the lengths that they'll go. But I mean, I guess it's fair. Like I'm not from the area, so maybe
Yeah.
that is like the thing. But anyways, okay, so why bring all this up, Ryan? So okay, little baby Ryan, that's what you wanted to be, a marine biologist, and you got to do things along the way, it sounds like, that were like
Even
inching you
even
closer to that
even
goal.
even way beyond like when I stopped wanting to be a marine biologist, I got to do marine biologist things. My neighbor across the street is a professional marine biologist, audiologist. I mean, he literally invited me to go like whale recording once, which I've yet to do with him, but I still want to do that because that sounds cool. So like it's like I've tried to like I've not cared about it, but slowly it's been like no Ryan, here's a like marine biology stuff like.
See, okay, isn't that funny? So I feel like this is a perfect example of like something that you've always been interested and passionate about. There's ways in your life that it kind of still pulls you in, like in unexpected ways, like you know, like your neighbor, like offering to do that with you.
Out of every single person I could have moved across from, I moved across from not only a sound person, but a marine biologist too, which is
Wait, yeah, no, like connecting those dots. Like, hey, do you like whales? You're like, yeah, I really want to do that when I was
oh,
little.
you
Wait,
kidding?
do you
I've
like
been
audio? That's what I do for a living. Boom, connect the
yeah
dots,
yeah. I
hook,
mean that's
line,
how
and sinker.
nice that was good.
Thank
Hook
you. Finally
hook
figured that one out.
hook hydrophone and sinker
Yeah, literally.
as an audio that's a marine audiology joke.
But oh my gosh, okay. So this is what I'm talking about. So for me, like, so what kind of got me thinking about this, Ryan, us talking today about like what we want to be when we grew up and jobs was like growing up, I always really like loved Barbie for the sole reason, like, I mean, I loved playing Barbie. I loved playing Polly Pockets. I'm one of three girls. Like that was our life. Our basement was like a Barbie playhouse on like steroids. It was insane with like all the dresses and the games. Like we were obsessed. But it wasn't because of like Barbie Dream House or like, you know, being able to dress her up. Like I was so amazed by how Barbie had a new job like every
Yeah,
day. Like one day she's an accountant, the next day she's an astronaut, then she's a doctor. Did you know she bakes croissants? It's like every new day she had a job.
Barbie is a trust fund kid, so she can just do whatever she wants.
Okay, yes. Okay, maybe that's the loophole here. Back it up, okay? Here I go. Here I go, Ryan, trying to connect my own dots. What made me think of Barbie, first of all, was my friend I was with this weekend. And she was telling me that she loves to fold laundry. She's obsessed with folding laundry. She's addicted to it. She loves the smell of it, all the things. When she takes things out of the dryer, she's folding it as it's coming out. Like she's so excited. So she went to her local dry cleaner and she was telling the woman there, I love watching you all do this. This would be my dream job. And the woman looked at her and goes, do you want to work here? And she goes, are you hiring? They hand her an application. She ends up getting the job and she's just working there like 2 days a week for like half days just for fun. Like not for the money, like just to genuinely, 'cause it's something she enjoys doing. And it got me thinking like, oh my God, like it was like the Barbie effect. Like that's what like Barbie, like I thought growing up, like you could just every day of your life do something new. And that was like a fallacy. Like that she kind
Yeah,
of like, no, somewhere along the way, us as adults figured out like, no, like, hang on a second. You got to pick your thing. Like, what's your thing? And then you have to stick to that. And like Barbie didn't really do that. She didn't really have like an identity. So I don't know, my friend doing that, I find that to be like so fun that like I mean, the least fun thing I could ever imagine doing, mind you.
so wait, so your dream job was just change your job every week.
Yes, when I was little.
That's like the when you're younger, you'd be like, oh, if you could have every superpower, like any superpower, we're gonna be. There's always that one kid that was always like, oh, I'd have the power to have every single super.
That's me.
That was you. That was you.
For me, like growing up with that kind of mindset, granted, like your thing with marine biology was my thing with in terms of hosting and being on red carpets. And like I literally would have like a hairbrush like in my bedroom and pretend like I would be like interviewing people. So like that dream, I feel like always came back to me and it still is a part of like, you know, what I'm doing. So it's like, anyways, the whole dry cleaner thing, I just thought was just like so cool. But it got me thinking that another coworker of mine, or a coworker of mine, I haven't talked about one just yet, decided like I'm like what are you up to, like what are you doing during the days these days, you know, like 'cause we work at night. And he's like, I'm really into looking at fish. Like I go to the local creeks and ponds, and you would like this, Ryan, being a little marine biologist, you and just like looking at fish and finding them and then googling them. And then he found a beaver the other day and I was so amazed by it, and it got me thinking like I don't have like hobbies, you know, like do
No,
you have
I have
hobbies?
a ridiculous amount of hobbies. I have a stupid amount of hobbies.
Well, why don't you just brag about it,
Yeah.
okay? Jeez.
I have so many hobbies. I have to like divvy time for like I don't even I like get lost in one and forget about the others. You're
Okay,
literally
so
you are sitting like where my current desk is a hobby table that I do one of my hobbies at.
okay, list some of your hobbies. But I'm
Okay.
talking hobbies that you don't get paid for. Like it can't be anything audio.
I mean, I do music as a hobby though. Like
Okay.
I make music as a hobby. I play instruments as a hobby. I consider like right now like making this video game I'm working on is a hobby. I'm not getting paid for it. Um I
I
mean, I
thought you were gonna
record
say, I
yeah.
thought you were, okay, not me. I thought you were gonna say right now, like making this podcast with you is a hobby. I was like, my
I mean,
heart.
I'd say podcasting is a hobby. I cook all the time. I'm about to go cook a meal after this. I paint miniatures and tabletop games. That's a hobby. Video games is a hobby.
Okay, so
Should I
yeah,
keep
no,
going? Yeah.
no, I love this about you, Ryan. You're like, we could do this all day. No, I'm with you. Okay, so I love cooking too. So that's a
Yeah.
hobby of mine. I love looking up
Yeah.
new recipes. Okay, so I do have that. I also exercise. Like I love Pilates and bar. I wouldn't
That's a
say
hobby,
I'm like
100%.
I'm not saying I'm like obsessed with it to the point where
Yeah.
like, oh, this like I more do it because it makes me feel good after the fact.
Yeah.
But I do take like pride in it. Like I like to like keep up with my form and like check in
Yeah.
on like how I'm doing. I know another hobby of mine. Okay, I started this with like I don't have hobbies. Now I'm like, let me tell you my hobbies. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it took that like everyone needs I think everyone needs hobbies because it's like everyone needs multiple hobbies.
Right. No, it is important,
Yeah.
but it got me thinking like him going to a park and looking for fish is like
Yeah.
a next level hobby. Like that's something that like you seek out for, if that makes sense. Like, and maybe I'm just comparing it. Like for me, my hobbies and the things I've been interested in, I've almost turned into side hustles or I've turned into commitments. I've turned into Instagram pages. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I'm obsessed with thrifting. I'm obsessed with it, addicted to it. I love going to thrift stores, antiquing, finding unique pieces. I love styling myself with it, styling my home with it, looking for friends, selling them online, Facebook Marketplace. Like, I love doing that. But I loved it so much that I was like, wait, this could be something that I, could monetize. And then here I am making like an Instagram account, making, a Facebook page for it. And it almost takes away the fun of it. And I
Yeah.
think that like, people do that a lot. And like, so the reason why I bring up this topic is more so because it's too like, let's like embrace having an interest and like let it just be something we like and not like making it this like lifelong commitment or this like side hustle.
That's a huge point of me of like because I make a ton of music for myself and only myself. I literally been working on an album since January now with 7 songs, fully produced, recorded. I'm singing in it, and my friends were like, "When are you putting this out? When are you like are you gonna like market it or anything?" I'm like, "Well, no, I'm gonna put it out eventually, but like I don't want to like if I make money from this, cool. Like if it blows up, if it gets popular, that's a bonus. But I'm making it to for myself mainly, getting emotions out and writing poetry and then writing music. It's not like I don't have the goal of making money from it. I don't want that. That's not the point of it. The entire goal of it is to use it as an emotional avenue, not as a money avenue.
Yes. And I love that for you and Ryan. That just shows you all that I didn't even know Ryan was doing this. So that just goes to show that that is something that you are like just genuinely interested in and love doing because you're not like you're not talking about it for validation. You're doing it because it's like what brings you joy at the end of the day. It makes me think, for example, about this. Like when I started my podcast, in my mind, like years ago, I thought I never really looked at it as a hobby because I always wanted this to be like my career, right? But that was
Yeah.
young me, 22-year-old Taylor.
Yeah. That was
putting
also
a
that was peak of podcast craze.
Yes. And that was
Yeah.
me also like putting then so much pressure on it
Yeah.
and like right away jumping into it. I never didn't have fun, but there were
Yeah.
days like where it was like, oh my gosh, I have to like this is a structure, this is a routine, like let's get this out. I think it can still feel like a hobby, an interest. I do think that there's certain things like as adults, we've been told like it goes back to the Barbie thing. Like, you have to pick one thing, like niche down, pick a lane. And then it makes us all feel like, with your career or things in life, like, what's your thing? Or the classic question, Ryan, like, what do you do? Isn't that like the worst question?
I do a lot, so I don't like it's like what am I doing today? Would you like me to tell you my hobby philosophy
Yes.
about hobbies?
Wait,
'Cause
back it up. I love how you said,
yeah.
what am I doing today?
Yeah.
I love that.
Or it's like not even today. It's like, what am I doing this hour? Like, which hobby am I gonna do?
You are an enigma. You
Yeah.
are literally an enigma to me.
No,
Yes.
I'm just a nerd. This is what nerds do. Nerds have yeah. Whether I
No, you
just have to
live your
choose
life.
which hobby. Yeah.
No, you live your life for you and
Yeah.
like you live it to the fullest. Like you're just enjoying it for what it is and not for like the thought of it. Okay, wait. So tell me what your
All right,
hobby.
here's my hobby philosophy because like my brother's someone that doesn't have like too many like I've been trying to get him hobbies because like he's gonna get to a point in his life where you're too old to get new hobbies and stuff and then it's too hard it's too hard and you're gonna get bored. Like it's to not get bored. So I think everyone should have multiple hobbies. They should have one hobby that you can do inside when it's raining, like right now. You should have a hobby that you can do when there's no power on. That's really
Hmm.
important because
God, I've been
power goes
screwed
off.
with this shit. I got like
Yeah.
17 lights on me.
Like I would say ignoring lights. I mean like no computer, no like because
Yeah,
people
no
say
technology.
like I don't personally I don't consider watching unless you are like reviewing movies and like watching movies for the filmmaking aspect. I don't consider watching movies, watching TV, listening to music. I don't personally don't consider those hobbies unless you're like religiously like I'm watching 8 movies today and I'm gonna break them down and like really study them. I think everyone should have like a hobby, an outdoor hobby that is like something that it will get your heart racing. So something that's fitness related.
I really, really like the one where when there's no power on or whatever, like I think that that's a
Yeah.
good way of thinking about it or like no technology. Like I love coloring books, for example. Like when I'm like with my little cousins, I love to play in coloring books and I take it so seriously to like make it so cool. Like maybe I should pick up coloring. I don't know. Okay, here's my problem, Ryan. I almost have too many things and I feel like okay, earlier when I said I don't have hobbies, I think I was more thinking of like things that I'm not trying to like monetize. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I was trying to, like, separate the 2. Like, the thrifting thing is, like, totally my hobby, and I'm obsessed with it. And, like, but I need to then tell myself, okay, like, then you have to enjoy selling the things and enjoy doing that part of it too. And not, like, if you're gonna, like, make that your hobby, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's for me. For this, I feel like my podcast, I would tell people, oh, it's my hobby, it's my passion project, because in the beginning, because I didn't want to fully tell people, like, oh, I'm serious about this. Like, this
Yeah.
is something I want to be doing. Like, I was young and I was like, which at times I feel like I'm still scared sometimes to like fully admit it because it's like a scary, daunting thing. Like, you don't want to fail. Like, that was my thought.
Yep.
Like, oh, if I just tell people it's just a hobby, oh, it's just a passion project, like whatever. I do it for fun. Then
Yeah.
it's like sounds like, oh, well, she doesn't really care what happens with it. But it's like, no, I do. Like, I want this to be like my career. So as a person, I'm trying to like find more things. And like that's why my friend with the dry cleaner, I'm just like, that is like epic. Like, what can I do that brings me joy that doesn't make me question like every little thing and like, am I doing the right thing in life? It's like, no, you're just doing it because you enjoy it. And it brings you a little fun in your day.
Yeah. I agree.
Into the hobbies that I absolutely don't love getting. And it's the icebreaker. What's a fun fact about you?
What's a fun fact? What am I on a first date? Oh
No,
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. No, do you like when you have to answer that question? Isn't that annoying?
I would probably just refer to like my employment, like what I do for work. I think it's the easiest thing. It's cool and it's unique. Cool,
Ryan, I
relatively
adore
speaking.
you. No, I adore you. You're like, I always tell people what I do for my job because it's like cool as shit. It's a fun fact. Like, but that's the thing. Like, and that's what like is so great that you enjoy what you do. Like that. I mean, that's where I'm at too with my career. So like we're both like again,
Yeah.
high five, my guy. We're there. When a new person comes into the restaurant, for example, we go around a circle and say, "What's a fun fact about you?" Like, tell everybody where you're from.
Oh, I
I
hate that.
I know. Like, I feel like, okay, it's almost like you don't want to brag, like, oh, I do this, I do this, I do this. But then it's like, what is a fun fact? Like, I feel like when someone asks me that question, I seriously forget everything about myself.
I did speed dating for the first time in February, I think. Yeah, early
Yeah, at the
February.
coffee house.
Yeah, at the coffee shop. And that's what the MC decided. Genius idea. Before everyone goes, you have to go on the mic and go say to everybody one fun fact. And I'm like, I don't need to say that. I told everyone everything that I wanted them to know about me.
Right.
Like,
Like, don't let me put my foot in my mouth now. Like, now, like,
yeah.
I don't want to ruin this.
Yeah, like I did everything. I said everything I wanted to say to these people. Like you're ruining it, dude. I want them to want to find out more about me, not like shoot myself in the foot.
I know. Because I feel like whenever I get asked this question, my first thought is always, I have a podcast. I do these street interviews. Like I go to festivals. Like it's a fun fact. But when like we bring in more and more new people, I don't want to say the same fun fact every single time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like these people have heard this fun fact. It's like, what else is there? But it's like
I always hate those formed icebreakers are the stupidest things
the
in the
worst.
world. I think they should be hyper specific. What'd
What's
you
your
eat for
favorite
breakfast?
junk food?
Yeah.
Yeah, like something
What's
so.
your guilt? Yeah. What's your favorite junk food? I think that would be like, what's your favorite fast food? Like that's perfect. I'm just like,
I could talk for hours about that. What's your
yeah.
favorite fast food, Ryan?
Or like, get you like, what's my favorite fast food? Probably Culver's.
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
we've hit the Culver.
you Midwesterners have absolutely infected me. You guys have the
Yeah,
best fast food.
it's next level. It really is. Like
Yeah.
Culver's kind of beats all. Although Panda Express is up there for me and Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's good. I have a Chick-fil-A and a Taco Bell in the same plaza, both 4 minutes away from me, and it's dangerous.
No, like that's what my husband and I call whenever there's a place that has several good places, we call it the Mecca. Like,
That's
because then
good.
you can just like decide. When people ask the question, what do you do? What's a fun fact about you? It kind of puts us like in this box, right? Of like, well, what's my thing? Like, what's my niche? Like, pick a lane. And I feel like that's where like I start to get like a claustrophobic. And I'm like, well, no, I don't want to have like a niche. I don't want to have to pick a lane. Like, that's why I feel like I like, again, bring it back to the Barbie. This is literally this episode we called the Barbie effect or Barbie theory, whatever. But it's like, I've always loved watching her.
I'm just Ken.
The reason maybe I loved Barbie so much is not because like she was never one thing. It's like she like always tried something new. Like she always was doing something different. Like she never. And I recognize Barbie as a doll, okay, you guys? And somebody was like creating this like fictional character. But I feel like it really was trying to teach us something. And maybe here I am again dissecting something to the 10th fucking degree because like that's what I always love to do. And that's why we're here. It really reminded me like my girlfriend working at the dry cleaners, my, coworker looking at fish all day, do little things that bring me joy. But it's like, how do you add one more thing to your day? Like that's where I'm at. Don't you feel then it becomes overwhelming?
Maybe, and sometimes it can be, but that's why, I think you just rest and I think you just balance it. I mean, I have enough hobbies that like I cycle, I'll have a month that I'm playing a ton of video games and I'm not doing anything else. I have a month that I'm doing tons of my miniature painting stuff. I have a month where I just constantly making music, and then I just kind of cycle.
So cycling. Okay, so cycling through them. Maybe that is the thing. So it doesn't feel like a job. It's like, what am I in the mood to do these days? Like, let's
I
hit
think
it.
the second
Let's hit it.
the second you start making it feel like a job is I think when the fun of it gets sucked out. That's when it
Yep.
doesn't feel like a hobby. It doesn't feel like fun anymore.
Then you feel
that's
trapped in it.
that's when you get burnt out.
Yes. And like I actually saw this TikTok video where this girl was talking about books and like she's a book reader. And she was like, can we all just like normalize the fact that if we don't like the book we're reading, like don't force yourself to finish it. Like you don't have to finish the book if you don't like it. Like that's kind of a similar thing with like picking up a hobby or like just something you decided to do that day or that month. Like we can change our minds and like embrace the pivot.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as the hobby isn't too expensive, because there are definitely a lot of expensive hobbies.
You're like, yeah, you can if like you're not gonna like absolutely like break the bank over it. Oh my God, that's so funny.
I say with multiple very expensive hobbies. So
Yeah, painting those miniature people has gotta rack it up.
yeah, very expensive.
You're like, how did you know?
I thought you were being, because I thought you were joking about that. No, that's one of my most expensive hobbies, easily.
No, because I have a friend who does that, so I know that it's like it's an investment for sure. Also, an investment in space.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any space. I've had to buy multiple like display things. I bought an entire table for my bedroom that's just for painting.
Oh my God. Okay, so see, so that's the other thing is like I literally told my husband, I was like, can we just get rid of our second car that we never drive so I can make our garage like my showroom? Because I don't have space for the things I'm thrifting, for all the clothes I'm like, trying to curate looks for. Like that would be so fun if I had like a showroom. So one day, Ryan, we're gonna have more space and more of the things to create this like, to make our hobbies really come to life in the way that they deserve. But this is just a reminder, I feel like, to myself to find something that, like, outside of podcasting or outside of even maybe thrifting, that just, like, gets me jazzed. These little icebreaker questions, let's, like, all also tell ourselves, like, let's stop fucking doing that and just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy so that it doesn't feel like we need to, like, expound on something we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like
If
where
I
I'm
was
at with
if
it.
I was a professor, my icebreaker would be everyone have to perform a song. Everyone have to sing
What
for
would be your
me.
song?
I would do Black by Pearl Jam, so I just end up crying in the corner.
It would be like a very, it would be like a more of a, what's it called? Like a performance, like a, God, like a mime or like, you know, when there's just more like, what am I trying to do?
Interpretive dance? Is that what
Yes.
you're trying to say?
Thank
Yeah.
you. Interpretive dance.
I think from that answer, what I just said, I feel like you don't know what the song Black by Pearl Jam is.
No, I have no
Go.
idea.
That's tonight's homework. Go listen to Black by Pearl Jam.
By that response, you don't know. I have no idea. Okay, mine would probably be Sweet Child of Mine or Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
Both are great answers.
Staring at the blank page. I feel like if Unwritten, I could like be like, okay, for sure Unwritten. Because the thing about Unwritten is that I could be across that classroom. You know, all of a sudden it's like, and then people are in the back like staring at the blank page before you. Like that gets the crowd moving.
Have you ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yes, you gotta pay the troll
Okay.
toll.
Do you know the remember the episode? It's like a two-parter episode where they go to their high school reunion.
No, I'm bad that I don't watch all of them.
Go watch their high school reunion episode because there's a moment where they're like standing up to their bullies from high school and they go into this huge like amazing dance performance and everyone's just like, oh my God, these guys are so cool. But then it was all just in their head. And in reality, they're just like mumbling and just like they just seem like super drunk and just out of it. My mom and I watch Always Sunny and that got her dying laughing.
No, I'm definitely gonna cue it up. Thanks for reminding me. Like that show is next level funny. It's just so good. No, I love that cat.
My birthday's coming up and my friend asked me a bunch of questions about myself for some reason. And one of the things was favorite TV shows, and I did not put Always Sunny, so I'm adding on to the first answer.
Yeah, go back to that. Wait, so Ryan, how old are you turning?
27. Yeah.
27. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a fun year. How do you feel about it?
When people ask me how old I am, I don't know why this year I've always been accidentally saying 27, so I kind of already feel 27.
Yeah. You've been saying 27 for like 10 years.
These are not years that matter. I feel like between 25 and 25 to 29, it's like they're just like a blur. It's like it's not like 20, like 20 is an important year. 21 is an important year. 22 is typically when you graduate college. Like those years are cool. 25, cool. You're a quarter. That's awesome. And then after that, it's just like, oh, you're 30 now.
Okay, that actually is so true, Ryan. It really is. But they're also really pivotal years in the sense of like, I feel like I've gotten to know myself more and more in the last like couple years. Like I'm just turned 29 as we talked about the recent episode. Like that, but it feels like a blur. And I felt like that for a little bit. And then I snapped myself the fuck out of it. I was like, no, you're done doing that. So don't let yourself do that, Ryan. As you embark onto these little blur years, don't let it blur you.
I'm focused. I'm still I'm trudging along. I don't really care. Like the age doesn't like. It's just like, okay, I'm another year older. Yeah.
You're like, did I just type
I have too many miniature models to paint.
Yeah. You have way too many hobbies to ever get unfocused. We haven't talked about pop culture, Ryan. I've been recapping Summer House.
I got a pop culture thing for you.
What?
Well, kind of.
Give it to me.
I mean, I would consider it pop culture. There's an insanely, and probably one of the best TV shows I've ever watched currently going on. And I think you should extra watch it because it takes place in Cape Cod.
Wait,
sorry,
is it called
on Cape Cod. What?
On Cape Cod.
No, it's on a fake island. It's called Widow's Bay. It's on Apple TV.
Okay. Wait, stop it. Are you watching it because you have your free month from Chinese food?
Yes. I'm surprised you remember that.
Of course I do. Wait,
I finished the show I was watching and I'm like, what do I want to watch next? And I saw like this show is getting raves and it's a horror comedy that takes place in a fictional Cape Cod island off of like not Martha's Vineyard. And I'm like, okay, how cool, like how good can it be? Easily one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Widow's Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna cue that up because actually I do.
If you don't like horror, you probably won't like it.
Well, okay, first of all, I have my sister Madeline who has forced me to watch every horror movie. So like I will watch horror.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll tell her about it and like I'll cue it up. But I'm absolutely dying that you are. So did you watch Monarch?
All right, wait, I already finished that.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say.
There's 2 seasons, yeah.
So you wiped through Monarch, and now for the rest of your month, you're gonna finish Widow's Bay.
Well, no, Widow's Bay, it's still ongoing.
Oh
So
shit! You might
I
have to get
watched.
Apple TV now.
I
That
I
Chinese
know.
restaurant may have
No.
suckered you in.
They did. They did. I guess when I watched it, I'm like, how good this be? I watched all 5 episodes in one night
Yeah.
on a work night. Like it was like 2 a.m. Like I'm gonna regret that so badly in the morning.
Sometimes you can't though. Sometimes you cannot turn it off. That was like
I
me
could not.
with Mayor of
The
Easttown. Like, oh my
yeah
God. I was like, I can never turn the show off.
yeah.
Or All Her Fault. That was a good one based in Chicago. You should check out. That's also, I think, on Apple TV.
That one
All Her Fault.
yeah.
God, there's another one with Jake Gyllenhaal. These are the ones I'm thinking of that like I could never turn off. The one with Jake Gyllenhaal called The Innocent or something Innocent, also based in Chicago.
I
This
didn't know that
lawyer.
existed. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I didn't know
Love
he was
Jake
in a
Gyllenhaal.
show.
Speaking of, Jake Gyllenhaal is my celebrities hall pass. And
It was in the same room as him once because
what?
I watched him perform a Broadway show or an
Where was
off-Broadway
this?
show.
Was this in New York?
This is in New York City in circa 2017. He was in a Broadway show called Sunday Afternoon with George. Sunday Afternoon at the Park with George. It was about George Seurat and his famous painting, which is actually at the Art Institute of Chicago.
Yeah.
And it follows his life, and it starred Jake Gyllenhaal.
I cannot believe you saw him. Did you get to talk to him at all? Or like, what was he like?
No. We had nosebleed seats. We were in the back. It was a school trip.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God.
We were
that's
all
so
in the
cool.
back. We did not stick around. I wish I could have. You kidding? Oh my God.
No, I'm obsessed with him. I've always had the biggest crush on him. The closest I've gotten to Jake Gyllenhaal was one when I gave him a buzz cut and he looked like Jarhead. No, no. So the first time actually was I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel having dinner at like the restaurant in there, and Maggie Gyllenhaal is there with her husband.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I didn't say anything.
Hey Maggie, you're really talented and all. Can I get
your brother's
brother?
hot.
Can I get your brother's number?
Like, please set me up with your brother. And mind you, like,
Yeah.
I was like dating Caleb at the time, and he knows. He calls him Jake Jilly. He's like, yeah, your guy Jake Jilly, because I'm so obsessed with him. Anyways, what were we talking about before this? I'm losing my mind.
Hobbies, probably.
Yeah, my hobbies is loving Jake Gyllenhaal. Perfect.
Yeah.
I found my hobby, everybody.
We were talking about. I was talking about the. You were talking about the show from Apple TV. You were talking about a show that has Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
yeah.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I was like, why did I just go off and tell everybody that I think Jake Gyllenhaal's hot? Like, can we like circle back on
Okay,
this?
It's not like that's like a controversial like topic. You never even said your pop culture thing. You said you had something pop culture to say, and then I stole it.
Oh, wait, you're
from our
right.
show.
Thank you. Okay, thanks, Ryan. Here we go, you guys. We never know how to let the conversation die. Like, this is like how we go. Okay, mine was that Kim Kardashian just posted like to her feed, her Instagram carousel, her and Lewis Hamilton. And I was trying to piece together where they were. I looked like Chicago, looked like they were biking divvy bikes on the Chicago lakefront. So pull up, see if this photo can pull up, Ryan. I literally just thought of this as you and I were sitting down to record. I saw her Instagram post, so I didn't like fully like investigate further. But I'm really loving this for her because when she posts someone to her feed, you know that like she's dating the person. Like this is serious. And I just think her and Lewis Hamilton seem like super happy and cute. And I just really, really, really ship them.
Oh, those
What do
are
you think,
100%
Ryan?
divvy. Those are 100% divvy bikes.
Yeah, they're divvy
The
bikes.
blue, yeah.
But do you think it's Chicago? Doesn't it look like if you look at the video, it looks like the lake?
I can't find the video.
Oh my God,
I
you
was
know
in an
Kanye.
article.
You know Kanye's like, you're in Chicago, not my city. Like, get out of here.
It's loud. Oh no, I think he says NYC.
Damn.
Hold on, I gotta rewatch. Oh yeah, no, they go to Times Square.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you,
when you're
Ryan,
in bed the caption is when you're in bed at 11 p.m. Your girl says I've never been to Times Square.
Ryan, thank you for being the sleuth that we all love and deserve, okay? This was important. Okay, so Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian have been spotted like now a couple months ago, I would say maybe 3 or 4, maybe longer. They were first seen together and they weren't like deliberately saying that they were officially boyfriend-girlfriend, but this post says it. They are together. I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to know that Kim Kardashian is
What do you
well.
mean
I want
hopeless?
to
You have
know
a husband.
that he is
Wait, whoa. What do you mean hopeless romantic? You have a husband.
True. Like, but what's the term?
You've succeeded.
Yes, thank you. I have succeeded. When I was in high school, I was
Yeah.
always like, I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I love movies, rom-coms, and like, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Like, that was always what I called myself. So I guess I'm just a romantic.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I learned something new about myself today, Ryan.
You're a fan of romance.
Yes, I'm a fan. I'm an absolute fan of it. I love love. That's me to a T. So much so that I wanted to plan weddings when I was little. I want to be the wedding planner, so I ended up doing that. Talk about dreams, okay?
So you didn't want to be Barbie. You want to be a wedding planner.
There's
All
so
right,
many things.
redo the episode.
And scene. No, Ryan, here's the thing. That's my point of it, is I wanted to be 100 things. I wanted to be, a wedding planner. I wanted to be a broadcaster. I wanted to be, I guess, what are the other things I wanted to be? A mom.
I was always very consistent if I wanted to do something with animals.
Well, and like you're still gonna find that way. You're gonna crack the code as an audio engineer, Ryan. Like you're gonna crack the code and figure out like these languages these killer whales are doing, because like then that's how you're gonna be like well known. It's gonna be like Ryan Felderbaum.
I'm so far from being a marine biologist. You kidding? They're way smarter than me.
No,
that's
you're
why I
in
didn't.
it.
That's why I didn't pursue it. I'm like, oh shit, it's science. It's like science. It's biology. I'm not good at that.
Yeah. No, Ryan. First of all, we're going to when we go to Cape Cod, we're gonna do a whale watching tour.
That's fun.
And I'll send you videos.
I don't know why it's my neighbor likes whales. I'm a shark guy. I like sharks are my favorite marine animal.
But don't you like still want to see like okay, fine, I won't send you whale videos.
Go great white shark find like looking.
I wonder if they do have a tour like that, 'cause that'd actually be kind of cooler.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up too. And you gotta send me your rec.
I don't think they're as predictable, but like they have 100% have like you can go like because I think I remember wanting to do that. But
yeah,
I found the perfect. I looked up. Does anyone know an affordable but safe way for a tourist to potentially see white sharks in Cape Cod? On Reddit, top thing is wear a black wetsuit, get a bucket of chum, and find some seals to swim with, and flail about wildly.
Reddit. These people on Reddit, like I'm telling you, it's just I want to just sit and read Reddit posts all night long. Like they're just so good. Okay, so I don't want to do that, dear shit. But like
they have they have tours.
Yeah, okay,
they're expensive, but they're not. They're expensive, but they have tours.
They have tours. Yeah. Okay, so add that to the list of things. Also, excuse me, I just heard that lobster rolls are like $60. I'm like, I guess that's one and done.
That was like my favorite thing in going to Massachusetts, just stuffing myself with lobster.
I'm so excited. Oh my God, the food, I can't even stand it. I'm also getting all my looks together. Speaking of a hobby, I started this episode like I need to find a hobby to end this episode with. Girl, cap it. Like you're good. You figured it out. But okay, so guys, today this will be released on Tuesday, and then I am recording a Summer House recap on Wednesday. So we have the reunion part 2 tomorrow night, Ryan. A lot has transpired.
Do I watch Widow's Bay or the reunion part 2?
Reunion part 2. Okay, you got it. You need to get into this.
I don't know what I'm gonna watch.
It's gotten okay. So first of all, just to like quickly give you the recap, Ryan, and like I'm not doing the full recap, but just this week where they are. Wes and Amanda have been spotted in Italy.
Firenze, Italia.
Yeah, well, they're in Rome, I think, or somewhere in Italy. Anyways, so they're there. So they're like together. They're dating. The Amanda and Wes have been getting absolutely obliterated by the cast on this reunion. It's not going well for them.
It's just a roast.
It's literally a roast.
It's pretty funny.
Which, speaking of roasts, Ryan, did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
I saw clips of it. I didn't watch the full thing.
I just watched the whole thing last night with my parents after watching clips for like weeks, and I forgot that Cat Williams makes an appearance.
Oh, it was very funny.
So funny.
So funny.
Was dying. And also the best too was Kevin Hart at the end was like, you all say I'm a bad actor. You all say I can't act. Me saying like, we're done. Like no more drama with me and Kat. That was the best acting I've done in my entire life. Like, I wonder if they're actually like the feud isn't over. It's probably not.
I never even knew, like, I never like knew about it.
Also, like when Lizzo came out and they had all of like Kevin Hart's
Lizzo's very
like, there's people that there's been backlash about the roast. I've seen, like, I wasn't even planning to talk about this.
Yeah, of course there's gonna be
but there's always going to be, and I think like that's like a roast. I do think that some of the jokes can definitely go far, but it's like, what is too far? You know what I mean? It's like that, like that's comedy.
That's the entire point of that's the entire kind of point of the roast is they just kind of one up each other. How far can you go?
Exactly. How far can you go? And like a lot of them went really far, and I could not get over.
They said some things you cannot repeat any of that.
No, like you cannot. One thing I will say is like about Kevin Hart really quickly is I think he's funny, but I thought like the way he kept like bantering with the comedians while they were roasting him was like annoying.
I mean, Kevin Hart, like, he's kind of known for being a little bit annoying.
I'm
Like,
like,
I feel like that's one of the things they were talking about.
yeah. I'm like, can you just like who gave him a mic? Like, no, take the roast and shut up. Like, why
Yeah.
are you engaging with them? Like, stop it.
I
Stop
think
it.
I think the good thing is I think he was a very good sport, which is what's the best part.
You
Versus
have to be.
others have not been.
No, watching people like, would you ever do a roast like that, like with your friends?
No, I would cry. That would be my last night alive.
Ryan, no.
I'd end it there.
It's on like such a public forum. For the most part, they're hitting them at like their core of what they actually think of them.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like shit. You can't
Yeah.
go back. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Let's just say that.
Not with that attitude.
No, certainly not. So with that, everybody, this is officially the end of the episode. Happy Tuesday. Go get them this week. Follow along for my summer house recaps with Chi Chi that will drop on Thursday, hopefully. And Rye Guy, always a pleasure.
Go do a hobby.
Go have fun. Go do a
Yeah.
hobby. You know what I'm doing tonight is you know what, actually, I'm gonna go grocery shopping right now. And Ryan, I need you to send me a recipe. I'm gonna make a Ryan recipe tonight.
I don't write down any of my recipes.
What's something you make like, but can it be easy? Like I don't really have time. It's already late and I'm like, why am I doing this? But I have to. I have no food.
If I don't have a ton of time or energy or food, I always just make breakfast for dinner.
I love Brenner. Like I really don't have the time tonight. So actually, I guess I'm not doing that hobby.
Yeah.
We haven't even wrapped and I'm already like, no, not happening.
So Ryan, I'm feeling adventurous. Give me a recipe, and you only go write down one of your complicated recipes. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
follow it, and then never mind.
Yeah, and actually not happening. So next time, okay, everyone? All right, go find a hobby and let us know what you're up to and tune into Summer House this week because it's going to get crazy.
Can't wait.
Anyways, LYT, love y'all tender. Ryan, what's your sign off?
Bye.
Bye.